Adam is in Valdosta, Georgia. Hi, Adam. How are you?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Chris. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. How can we help?
I'm in a position where, with my career, I'm trying to go back to school and get a degree to further my career.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in a position where it's possible that I may have to go into debt to get this degree.
Mm-hmm.
With my career classes can be transferred over in the credit into this specific university, online university.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way this is the only one that moves all of the classes I've ever taken into college credits. So I'm trying to struggle because I'm doing my debt snowball. I'm struggling with handling the debt that I have and trying to stay debt free for my degree.
Mm-hmm. And what's your degree? What's your degree field?
I'm trying to get a bachelor's or 4-year degree in business administration.
Okay. And how much do you lack?
I have, depending on how many credit hours my classes for my career move over, I have only my core classes, so I'm fairly fresh into it.
So you got like 3 years of work left.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. And I could cut that in half almost if I go to this university because it'll transfer all my career stuff over.
So you'd have a year and some change left. You'd be in your senior year or late in your junior year.
Correct.
Okay. All right. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a firefighter.
Okay. And how old are you?
I am 26.
Okay. And so the business degree does what for you?
It allows me it's one of our requirements for promotion in the future.
As a firefighter, you need a business degree.
As a higher level, an administration level, chief.
Oh,
actually.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. It's further down on my career path.
Yeah. All right. And how many years before you would be eligible for that position if you had this degree?
If I had the degree, I would say roughly 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
It's rough to say, but at least 5.
Yeah. Okay. And how many colleges are in Valdosta?
3, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep, 3.
Yeah. And the one you're looking at, though, is online?
Correct.
Not one of those 3?
No. This university, or the online university, is the only one that moves all my classes.
I know. I got that part. I got that part. Have you talked to all 3 of the others?
I have.
Okay. Because they are much cheaper than the online.
Yes. Yes,
like
they are.
A fourth, aren't they?
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you're doing. You're either going to go over there and talk one of them into this and sit down in the president's office, just stroll your butt in there and sit down and go, I'm getting ready to move everything to an online and pay too much for this degree because you guys won't transfer these credits. So we've got to figure out something because this is crazy. I would rather keep the money here in our community. I'm a firefighter here in this community. I'd rather keep the money here in the community and support our local college. And it's better for me to say I graduated from this local community. And it is, by the way.
Right.
Yeah. You're not going to go into debt and go online. Matter of fact, I think the online idea is just a bad idea because I think you're paying way too much for the stinking degree that you don't need for 7 years.
Right.
So I would just nix that, and I think you just got to do some politicking on the transfer because these are small colleges. This isn't like you're trying to go to freaking Harvard and get them to waive accept your credits.
Right.
This is Valdosta State or whatever it is, for God's sakes.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like it's not a. I'm not putting it down. You'll probably get a great education there. Yeah. But my point is you'll have access to people probably that have an open mind. Oh, by the way, they actually want students, need students.
They definitely need
I'm going to go in there and find out what the appeals process is or who I have to appeal to or who needs to stroke an executive order waiving this. Or I don't know how it works even. Yeah. I wish Dr. John was here because he would know.
Because it baffles me because even with a community college, they will take the credits, not give you the grade.
Some
of them, but I mean, I'm going to communicate. Adam, take the opportunity or the thought of going into debt off the table.
Exactly.
It's what I want you to do.
Exactly.
Just because right now you've got that looking like it's the only option to you, and it's really not. I'd much rather you go have that conversation, go low and slow as you're going part-time, and it take you longer to get the degree with avoiding debt. We got 43 million people walking around with 1.7 trillion in student loan debt. You don't want to go there.
Yeah. And a percentage of them whining at the top of their lungs, expecting the government to forgive their debt now. I mean, we've got the lefties, going bananas on this stuff now. And so, we should all have it forgiven. We should, and so, I'm going to be telling you, no. Now, the other question that I would bring into play here, I understand that you need the knowledge pieces to be an administrator in a leadership position that high, the business leadership, but I might even challenge that the degree is 100% a prerequisite for you moving up into those roles.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you could exhibit and show the knowledge that was in place,
right,
you probably might be eligible for that as well. I actually have never run into that before, but that doesn't mean that you're not correct. I'm just saying I haven't run into it. And so it does make sense. It's logical sense that to be in an administrative role as senior chief, the chief of fire chief for the whole county or whatever, that kind of a thing, that you would need some organizational, administrative skill sets that you would get in a 4-year business degree. That's logical to me.
I'd even have the conversation with the chief there to find out, can I enroll in the National Guard?
Well, or will they pay for it somehow?
I mean, I want to have the conversation on this to find out and understand it more. But Adam, thanks for reaching out, buddy.
That's very cool.
You can hear it's heavy on your heart.
Yeah.
You need some more options and to have some conversations and keep gathering information.
The trick is, as Chris said, take the debt off the table. It's not an option. And then from there, what are we going to do? Well, we've got to find another way to get this goal accomplished. Mm-hmm. And that's what I keep poking at around the edges here. What are the options to still accomplish the goal with no debt?
Yeah.
And either cash flowing it, National Guard, fire department chips in. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I hate that you would pay 4 times more because you can't get the local college to accept the transfer credits.
Yeah. Man.
Which is illogical, by the way. On top of that. So it means you got a good case as far as I'm concerned.